Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Flight Edition. This is our daily BTC price analysis. This is actually the evening version. We did two videos today. What we're going to do is go over the BTC price in the short term here. If you are interested in understanding the short-term BTC prices on the daily basis, we go over this every single day. So be sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content as we go along here. But for my loyal subscribers, let's just go ahead and dive right into the charts here. My new subscribers, welcome on in here, guys. Let's not waste any time. This video is brought to you by absolutely no one other than myself. Looking for you guys, no promos, no spiel, no news. Let's just dive into the charts here, guys, shall we? All right, so today is November the 2nd, 2020. The current price of BTC is going to be $13,545, down about 0.13% for the day. Okay. All right, guys. So as I mentioned, I'd probably give you guys a second video, and I'm glad to be back here with you guys. I'm going to stop in and give you my prediction on what could play out here on the short term on the BTC price. And as you can see, everything looks the same here, guys. Same lines on the charts. Let's see if we can, no, we don't have to get rid of anything for now. Well, let's get rid of that for now. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing here from the 12-hour, let's just pull up the stochastics here. Very good. All right, here. Yes. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is, first of all, as we mentioned on the previous video, let's just pull up the daily here just to see if everything is right. Okay, so we made a mention around these two daily candles here that the selling interest in the market is going to take about up to 72 hours to make their bearish counter move from this uptrend that BTC has been in ever since March. Okay, very clear to see as you zoom out. BTC has been in a perfectly confined uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. We cannot doubt that, and BTC rather is currently up against a higher high in the market. Okay. So as long as BTC respects the previous low, which is currently at about $10,000, no need to panic if there's a 10% retracement in the market, or even, let's see, even 20% retracement. Nothing to lose your shirt over. The BTC price is perfectly confined within an uptrend. Yes. Okay. But what I wanted to just kind of, I guess, putting a microscopic view on the current price action here, let's just make sure that we understand what's going on here over the next, let's just put a rectangular box over the 73 hours where we predicted. So right here, within 73 hours, the selling momentum in the market, the sellers, they have an interesting opportunity here to push the price down. Now, they only have, in my book, and the way that I understand this stuff, they only have up until this candle to either follow through, this candle right here I'm referring to, right here, on November the 3rd. So tomorrow, and it could even spill out even over to November the 4th. Okay, so we'll give it a conservative 48 hours from today, just under. Okay. The selling interest in the market needs to follow through with the breach of this parabolic curve here, okay? Because remember, guys, you know what I'm about to say. It's all about support, resistance, resistance, support. And currently, well, previously, BTC was up against a resistance level. This red line here, that's very clear to see on the chart, was a previous resistance, okay? And the previous support level was this parabolic yellow curve here. Okay, so as of recently, BTC has failed to hold support on this parabolic curve. So what happens when you lose a support level? You go back to the previous resistance level. So obviously we said this ascending line was the previous resistance, but before that, the previous resistance level was right here at $13,200. Okay. And as you can see, as a result, when we came out with a video somewhere on this candle here-ish, the price came down perfectly right here. And I think I already explained this on the previous video. Came down 13,200. Okay. So over the next 48 hours, the buyers will likely step in. It's not guaranteed. But according to the volume, as far as what I can see, I think this video is probably just going to be a reiteration of what we already came out on the midday, guys, because it looks like the buyers need to step in. Hang on, let me see that there. Okay, now, so from a daily, it looks a little different, but when I crank it on down to the 12-hour, what I'm getting from the 12-hour is BTC needs to reach two levels. Okay, and I'm gonna just go ahead and erase this line here. And this needs to happen less than 24 hours from today. A maximum of 48 hours, but typically when I see this stuff, you can't exceed 48 hours. Typically, it needs to happen within 24 hours. And what I'm referring to is BT needs to meet and exceed this horizontal line that I'm going to put on the chart right now, right there, at $13,770-ish. BTC needs to meet and exceed this level within 24 hours in order to justify the recent volume that just entered the market on the 12-hour. Okay, that's really important to understand. Now, if it does not meet and exceed this level here at 13,700, then unfortunately, what's about to play out, more than likely, I guess I'd put a percentage of about over, let's just call it like 50% chance that the sellers have stepped into the market and they have a unique opportunity to, at the very minimum, push the price back near or through the $13,200 level. Okay. So that's what we need to anticipate to see here. Some volatility in the markets, BTC. And there's another line also I forgot to put on the chart here. Right here. Okay. So let me just make this a purple range here. And let me be very clear about what I'd like to see, what needs to happen. Again, needs to happen in order for the bullish momentum to continue the trend to the upside. Let me be very clear about this, because I don't think some people truly understand how bloody in tuned I am with this stuff here. Okay, let's erase the volume. Okay, so my thesis for this video, and the current price, let's just pull that up, 13,565, up about 0.01%. In less than 24 hours, BTC needs to meet or exceed these two purple lines right here. And I'll leave the purple lines on the chart for our video for tomorrow. And those lines are between $13,775 approximately and $13,946. Now, if it gets trapped within this area here, it can't break back down. I'm not saying it can't, but in order to justify the volume, that's all I pay attention to, guys. The volume in comparison to the candlestick. That's it. That's how I'm able to almost master this stuff, I must say, honestly. BTC has less than 48 hours to basically clear this level here and get above this previous resistance level. Since it looks like it had a touch point at 13,200. That was a previous resistance level before this ascending line here. Let's not get too messy on the charts. Hopefully you guys are sticking with me here. Because it's like I have this way of seeing this support and resistance so clear, it's kind of scary actually. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, guys. In closing, BTC needs to meet and exceed this purple range here, and actually in a much more bullish case, within less than 48 hours, it actually needs to get above the top of this purple line, which is at 13,900. It basically needs to blast through 14,000, possibly even go to 14,200, and then use this red line as support, since that was the previous level of resistance. And I think I mentioned this on 2 videos ago. Break out 14,200, consolidate sideways, use this red line of support to continue the trend to the upside. It literally has 48 hours to make this move. Otherwise, the trend is about to take a shift, and we could see potentially a 10 up to 20% correction or more in the markets. But the buyers are here to stay, guys. I don't think they're going to let this price down, guys, honestly. Even if there's a move down to $13,000, I truly think the buyers are here to stay in the short term, and this puppy is not rolling over anytime soon. I could be wrong about that, guys. And I'm not, again, I have to continue to say this, I'm not a permable, guys. I still have a position against BTC right now, okay? I'm just waiting until see how this thing all folds out to determine whether or not I need to go ahead and forfeit or close those positions. So that's what I got here, guys. Hopefully I'm clear about this. 13,007, 13,900 needs to clear less than 24 hours. And within less than 48 hours, 13,900 needs to obliterate that level to avoid a nasty move down. If it starts consolidating below 13,700, no. Then I would probably say that it's likely going to revisit 13,000. And if it reaches that level, then the buyers need to step in immediately, okay, to keep the trend up. But it's perfectly confined in an uptrend. Everything looks fine. So that's going to be my short-term thesis here. I think I've repeated it a few times. Rewind the video, play it back in case you forgot there. But that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in here with me. We're looking to see BTC clear some resistant levels here, 24, 48 hours. But it's any man's game at this point, the buyers or the sellers. Because, again, it should be trapped within 13,200 up to 13,700, at least up to November the 4th or the 5th before the breakout happens, whether that's going to be to the upside or the downside, guys. And that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, you learned something. Be sure to leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there. Leave a comment down below as well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's Napoleon Macro. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in with me, guys. I really appreciate stopping in here to give you guys updates every single day. And hopefully you continue to stick with the channel here. Also, be sure to click that video that popped on the screen just to make sure that I'm staying accurate with my daily thesis or any of my videos for that matter. And leave a comment in that video as necessary, whether I was correct or incorrect in that call. I think you'll find some interesting information. That's it, guys. And I'll talk to you tomorrow or some other time on another video. And be sure to take care of yourselves. Good day.